How did the U.S. support Ukraine against Russia? How was that lobbied by Israel, and how does that support Israel?
Well, it supports Jewish supremacists for sure, and I can make a pretty strong case for it. So first of all, Victoria Nuland was the point person on that. She's the one who actually chose the overthrow, right? And she orchestrated the overthrow of their government. We have vassalized the Ukraine, okay? So just let me repeat that for everyone. We have vassalized the Ukraine. And in whose direction? Kolomoisky, Victoria Nuland, who is part of that tribe, she goes over and she chooses, and Kolomoisky, part of that tribe, chooses his guy. But also, of course, he picked another member of that tribe who views both sides, just like the Bolshevik, as his enemy, which is why he's not giving in. Why would he? Because a fratricidal war is good for business. Now, if you doubt that, then notice that half of Joe Biden's whole administration, the powerful half, was actually a member of the same tribe. It must have been a coincidence when our chief accountant, Janet Yellen, in other words, the Secretary of Treasury, went over there, remember the same tribe, went over there, our chief accountant, no reason to leave the country, and kissed his ring. Zelensky, I'm talking about. Okay, it was just a coincidence. Oh, wait, Mayorkas, Homeland Defense, a member of the same tribe, never should have left our borders. In fact, our borders are his responsibility, goes over there and kisses the ring. Must be a coincidence. Wait a second. Merrick Garland, our chief law enforcement officer, our attorney general, a member of the same tribe, goes over there and kisses the same ring. All of them. And then we see BlackRock and all the members of the same tribe standing there. They're like they're carving up the Christmas turkey with the same outgroup psychopathy about these young men that they are killing. Millions of them for no reason. Breaks my heart, by the way. They're putting ankle monitors on the priests, and they're shooting people in the back of the head when they try to escape that nightmare across the border of Moldova, because they've turned it into what the Bolsheviks did in the Soviet Union, which is an absolute authoritarian nightmare. You can't vote, you can't speak freely, you can't even whisper. You have to hide at the bottom of a bottle of vodka if you want to speak the truth. So it's the same thing, it's the same tribe, which is why I have to, for the love of mankind, including my brothers and sisters that are Jewish, call out Jewish supremacy. It is not enough when it transcends Israel. It is not enough when they say, well, we're controlling the financial institutions of the world. We actually own the dollar. We actually own the dollars that you use in your pocket. When we control the big megaphones of society. Yes, and when it keeps ending up them, when 90% of them control, for instance, the porn industry. Charlie Kirk said, why is it that they are the ones funding the NGOs to inveigle people across our borders? Wouldn't they be, since they're so big on controlling their own borders, wouldn't they be the number one supporter of their greatest ally and protecting their borders? No, they're the ones funding the most. So you can't, so this whole good cop, bad cop, no. It's part of one tribe that has outgroup psychopathy, and I'm sorry, but we just have to call it out and say we want emancipation, but we no longer want to be a part of your mass extermination, your authoritarianism, and your censorship.
Because Jewish donors have been the number one funding mechanism of radical, open border, neoliberal, quasi-Marxist policies, cultural institutions, and nonprofits. This is a beast created by secular Jews. And now it's coming for Jews, and they're like, what on earth happened? And it's not just the colleges. It's the nonprofits, it's the movies, it's Hollywood, it's all of it. It's like time for you guys to wake up and say no more. Draw a line in the sand. I don't care if you hate me.